Is it supposed to be painful?
Yeah.
Because it was really painful.
Yeah.
Like,
It can be, especially if you've never gone before.
never. No. I would say like 20% relaxing, 80% sore.
Well, did you tell her about your sciatica?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, that wasn't where the pain was. It was majorly focused on my neck and on
Yeah.
my
It was
yeah.
too rough?
I don't know if too rough. Just like, yeah, some intense pressure. Some really, really intense pressure.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel.
Yeah.
You'll
be sore tomorrow.
Yep.
You'll definitely be sore.
For about 1 hour after my first massage experience. This was a gift from my sister, and it's also on the 30 for 30 list. So, first official thing completed. Nice. The massage I got was a deep tissue massage, a stress relieving massage, basically where it was a huge focus on my shoulders, my neck, my head apparently, just anything in this region, my back, not my lower back, more my upper back. I don't know if it caused more stress or less, but boy, it was a lot. It was a lot. So going into this, I always had the expectation that massages are mostly focused on relieving stress. And so I thought it would be like this magical, glorious experience of feeling just so relaxed, and all like any strong muscles or strain I have here would be blown away. And during the massage, I definitely didn't feel that. That was very, very intense. Let me say this. I think the woman giving the massage did an awesome job. I think she was very much in tune with what she was doing. I don't think it was anything on her. It was more me and being a baby, apparently, when it comes to the pressure of my poor muscles. The environment was really nice, really relaxing. The massage table was very soft and comfortable. And the first like 15 minutes of the massage, awesome. It was a lot of just like feeling my back and yeah, just what I expected the massage to be. And then she started getting really, really deep. And at one point she did ask me, she said, hey, is this like too much pressure? Is it too much? And apparently I didn't know that was going to mean whatever I said there meant it would be the same pressure the rest of the massage. I should have known. But I said, it's a little painful. I mean, if it's helpful, I can deal with it. Okay. Big mistake. The rest of the massage, anytime there was like a deeper part where she was like really getting in there, it was so much pressure, so much. Oh, I felt like I was being tortured. I felt like it was truly what people go through when they're tortured. I know it's not even close, but boy, that was one of the most strenuous experiences for me, which I don't think it should be. But overall, it was definitely different than I expected. Much more painful, hopefully for a good reason. I was told to drink a ton of water, so that's what I'll be doing most of the day. It also is a cheat day for me. I'm going to be having a very fat lunch or dinner. What time is it? It's 5, so probably a fat dinner because it's relaxing. I got a massage, so let's treat myself well. I'm glad to say I've done it. I hope if I do it again, I will pay more attention to both the pressure or maybe try a different massage. Maybe I need a full body one. This one was, again, just focused on the upper body. And now we have 29 things left on the list to finish, so... Okay, my hands are a mess from picking them up, but let's see how they are. Well, flavor-wise, I really like them. They taste healthy. You know, you get that kind of healthiness from eating healthy things. They're very dry, but I like that. I'm a dry eater. But flavor's great. Just I put a million spices on it, but I could totally have this as a snack multiple times in my life. If you'll allow me, I have to gush about Carmen Sandiego because I loved this show. Now, you may remember Carmen Sandiego from those old PC games back in the day, because that's how I knew of her. I always had access to the Carmen Sandiego games, but I never actually played them. I never had them at home, but it was mostly at school, and I would watch my friends play it, and I thought it was a little bit boring because it felt like it was still kind of teaching you things, because you had to like pay attention to details and like learn information about locations, and I was like, I'd rather just play Flight Simulator and crash into whatever buildings I could find.
John, you just about crashed into the Empire State Building.
Hey, that would be cool.
So, my connection with Carmen Sandiego is pretty weak. I never played the games too much, never really watched the show. There was also a cartoon. It was a little bit before my time. So when Netflix was getting rid of all their interactive shows, I took it upon myself to watch as many as I could because they might become lost media. And part of that huge list of shows that were getting deleted from Netflix was the new remake of Carmen Sandiego. I never really gave the show a second thought. I thought the animation was cool and I knew it existed, but beyond that I was like, man, it's a kid's show, and a lot of those you tend to write off just because kid shows. Sometimes you never know if they're going to be good or bad, but I have too many other things to watch. I put on the special and immediately fell in love with the show. Now, the problem with this is the special takes place between season 2 and 3 of the show, and so all these characters are established, all these relationships are there, all these locations have been visited, so there's a lot of callbacks to the series throughout that point. So jumping in right in the middle, I was very confused, but it was actually kind of easy to pick up at least, who the villains were, who the good guys were, what Carmen was like. So it was a cool taste of the series, but a weird time to jump in. After finishing that, I was very much super interested in watching the series, and fast forward a couple months to the 30 for 30 challenge. I wanted to watch 30 TV shows, so Carmen Sandiego is definitely one on that list, and I am so happy that it was as good as it was. One of the first things you'll notice, of course, is the animation. I think it is very unique, a very unique style, also super fitting for the type of show it is. And if you have no idea what the story of Carmen Sandiego is, essentially the story of this thief who goes around stealing from other thieves to save the world from Vile, which is this evil organization trying to control the world, but from the shadows. Being a master thief, Carmen is blamed for many thefts that happen throughout the series, and of course she is innocent and is just trying to do the right thing, but the police don't think that. All the agents after her don't think that, and that's the whole thing of the series, is she's always running from the good guys and the bad guys, but she's doing the right thing and doing her own thing. What's special about this show is it is the origin of Carmen Sandiego. The TV show, the games, they don't really go through that. She's already established, already like the super thief she is, and when you watch the show, she's obviously very talented from the beginning, but the first couple episodes are dedicated to telling you the story of Carmen Sandiego, how she became who she is, the history of Vile, all the characters in play. So it starts off really strong, especially for a kid show, which in today's world, kid shows are not what they used to be, like SpongeBob or I don't know, some other like very goofy shows. It's more serialized. It has a continuous story with characters who are going all over the place, kind of like chess pieces in a way, where they might be put to the side for a couple episodes and come back and do callbacks. And yeah, there's a lot of continuity throughout the whole series. As I said before, the animation is fantastic, from the use of shadows to the way the characters are designed to all the sets and environments. It's really a beautiful thing to look at. I also thought the voice acting was really well done, specifically Gina Rodriguez, who is the voice of Carmen, a perfect match for the type of character she was, with a little mysterious but a little bit of honesty. I don't know, she felt like she really was just Carmen Sandiego.
Paper Star, I see you haven't lost your touch. Out of ammo? That'll teach you to litter.
I won't deny, everybody who voice acted in it did a really good job. The story itself was super strong. Every episode was interesting. You get a couple villain of the week type stories where you would see similar villains show up episode after episode, and there wasn't really any influence on the main story, the overall plot going on, but it was nice to see just little capers here and there. I would almost equate it to feeling like the Mummy movies or Sly Cooper game, where it is like, it's fun, it's stylish, the characters are all very good at what they're doing and are very confident and having a lot of fun. Everyone's having fun, even though there's a lot of serious things at stake. It's just fun for the viewer to go along on these crazy heists and almost like action movies. And speaking of action, this show is loaded with so many really cool action sequences, whether it's, more of like parkour style action or just straight up fisticuffs. There are many fights, which actually took me by surprise. Being a kid show and all, I expected very simple fights where it's like a couple punches here and there, but I mean, Carmen's kicking people, everyone's fighting each other, the villains, it's like a brawl. The choreography was next level. There are 2 episodes in particular, one where there's a new villain introduced, Paper Star. There's really cool interaction where Paper Star is throwing all these shurikens, that's like her special ability because everyone has to have one, and Carmen's just dodging and trying to survive, and it's such a really cool sequence because it introduces the villain in a really sweet way and really seems like a huge threat for Carmen. And then there's another one where Carmen has to like run through these series of opening and closing doors, but she has to do it in rhythm to a ballet. So she's dancing and the music's being played in the background as she's doing it. There's just a lot of really clever uses of music and action and art that, I mean, I'm just gushing over this. Mostly because it was a surprise. I never thought I would like fall in love with the show as hard as I have with this, and it's just such a fun ride all the way through. I'd easily give the show a 10 out of 10. I mean, every aspect. I can't think of a moment where I was like, man, this is boring, or like I got bored with it. I will say there are 2 characters who are from Boston, and being someone who had grown up around Boston, or people who speak Bostonian, it was a little funny because sometimes they were pretty good at it. They sounded like the voice actors, were from Boston, but there were other times where I was like, maybe trying a little too hard. But that's okay. That was just more of a personal nitpick, and it wasn't bad. It didn't take me out too much. It was just funny here and then.
That's gotta be more than enough dough to pay off Eddie and fix our car.
But yeah, episode to episode, moment to moment, the show just delivered in spades. My only negative is that it's too short. The seasons flew by. I think in total it's less than 40 episodes. I think season 4, I think is only like 6 or 8 episodes. So yeah, it flies by with how fun it is. I wish we got to spend more time with like new villains because there were so many being introduced, and you only get like 1 or 2 episodes with some because, the show is just at a breakneck pace, but in a good way. It was spectacular all the way through. Really recommend. It does make me sad because people can't experience the interactive adventure. If you're a Carmen Sandiego fan and you want to see it, I did save it. I did save a lot of those Netflix things. So I'm more than happy to distribute it so people can't experience it. You won't be able to play it like I played it. You'll have to just follow the steps I do, but I go through both the good and bad path and saw a couple other alternate endings. But it was actually really fun to revisit it after watching the series because now I knew the characters and the bonuses you get. It's just awesome. But yes, if you intend to go watch the series, it's all available on Netflix for now. There isn't a physical release yet. I do hope they do one because I'd love to have it in my collection, but just know that interactive special, it's not super important to the continuity or story. It is really just like its own one-off adventure, but just be aware that does not exist anymore. Yeah, I am a huge Carmen Sandiego fan. I just started the game. There's a new game that came out on Netflix mobile, or you can get it physically, although it seems like a mobile game, not necessarily worth the $30 that they're asking for, or 40, I don't even know. But I'll let you know at some point in the future. I just needed to talk about it because, I mean, what's the point of me watching these shows if I don't talk about them after, right? So thank you for giving me a couple minutes to fangirl over this show. I loved every minute. I'm sad it's over, but that's the sign of a good show, when it leaves you feeling happy but sad, melancholy. And yeah, I hope we see more in the future, especially of this iteration. I don't mind if they do like a new style or a new format, but I just love Carmen Sandiego. All right, I'm gonna go play the game, I guess, and pretend it's the show. In preparation for the fitness challenge I have coming up, one of the things I wanted to tackle this year is a fitness challenge, and I've always been really interested in doing the One Punch Man challenge. I have a bunch of these protein bars that I'm going to be tasting and testing and see which ones are actually worth the potentially terrible flavor, but also like all the little added bonuses you get in there, the calories, the protein, all that stuff. So this one seems to be pretty delicious. I mean, just from the packaging, and you got 11 grams of protein. You got peanut butter chocolate chip. I didn't know if that's what it said. So we're going to try it and see if this is one that I will want to eat regularly while I work out. I mean, that looks like just pure protein. This is like what the future talks about, having like a whole meal in one little bar. All right, here we go. Very chewy. Okay, this one's pretty good. A lot of the times when you get protein bars like this, they tend to be like, I don't know, they can taste really artificial or healthy. I'm trying to do 2 fingers, but I can't do that. They taste like healthy, but I don't know, it's good flavor. Peanut buttery, chocolatey. I give it a thumbs up. I'm giving it a thumbs up. I can't give it a thumbs up, but yeah, this is one that I totally have again. Delicious. Jazz, is it your birthday today?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Brett, it's Jazz's birthday today.
Oh, dude, happy
Yep.
birthday. How old are you?
2?
Hey.
2? This is what my massage felt like the other day. Oh, break it. Oh, give me a massage.
Yeah, so.
Potatoes. Just took a nap.
Contrast between the boys and the girls. They're all chatting. Butter those biscuits. Mexican cheese. Hash browns. Anybody getting actual hash browns?
Enemy of the state? Isn't there supposed to be a third now? Michelle Trachtenberg just died.
What? I made the trip.
Did you make it at that house?
Numbers 3, 4, 4.
Dad, know what you're doing? Know what you're turning 3,000.
And go.
Happy birthday!
No.
At least.
Happy birthday to you! Cha cha cha! Happy birthday!
I know, but they're supposed to put coconut all over the